guess.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semenese supremacist up there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semenese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy, wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Elysium.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear. It is a seal of Royalist-era Revachol.
Looking for something? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock worker... Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and... Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man.
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great...
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas.
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. Those degenerates from Grad. 'Cause that's what they're all called. Koiko Pichik, Loslav Koiko, Koikovic, someone. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am... did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in the...
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsafe.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient, very prestigious. Hell no, it's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage. Trusting street thugs with their good.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really...
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying. No. Sorry.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Dramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Saint Baptiste. You know. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells...
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smoke there, in that dark green glass. All in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a... A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective. Crime fiction is a disgrace. And these books greatly overstate the excitement of police work. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective shelves filled to the brim with crime. Shelves full of biographies of famous. Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
I'm would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, a very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the Innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society.
You feel like you should get this one? Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large, and browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who? Oh yeah, this is what I was made for. A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher thanks for nothing. Dolores Day. Dolores. Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern, she was powerful and beautiful on all her icons. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat. And it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag. Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one. A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who? Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was, as the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning. Question 2. Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, and innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world. A literal personification of history. Traditionally, I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power, through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocent... Great. Dolores. Incorrect. Vespa Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast. Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom, and his Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions. Question 3. Got it under control. No problem. Solid on this one. It's correct. There have been a number of... The most famous and important of these. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. I've got it. Honest. Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. Zero doubts. Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nation. Everything from Inter Iso. Congratulations on finishing the test. A B. Good enough. Everyone misses. You would have done better if you just dialed the Dolores Day down a bit. An intricate web of blue lines stretches. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar. For you to discover, someone who knows about history could tell you. Gone.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police.
No need to worry, we are not saying you did.
Okay. Well,
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. It would take heavy ordnance to bust it open and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home.
No! They will give up.
Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even. A moment passes.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
You know, serious business.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just come.
The unpromising race pupil returns. Racists are generally...
Welcome to Revachol. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of...
Correct.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetic...
The unpromising race pupil return. And... Look, babe. When confronted with the harsh truth of his demise, the melancholic academician starts fiddling his own genitalia. His bald spot betrays...
That's disgusting, Jean.
It is. Beneath the veneer of academic jargon, the liberal theorist is a beast. Nihilistic sex maniac. I take pity on your urges. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has...
Finally. Let's go.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to...
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions and the same materials being handed over to companies inside. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try the drawer slides. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol citizen."
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM insignia, after all. The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak. The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closely. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty. This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the... Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche, Marche, On, Arrête, Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet thunk, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that moving this container, of course. For this...
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many.
You do? Because there are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because you wanted to We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.